All right, hello. Hey, I'm here. Cool. So the past few minutes, I've just been setting up the room and getting the room code shared out on Discord. I've popped a link for the Discord's the traditional card game Discord server in the chat here for the video, and I will get it down in the description here after the session. So I need to do just another one more thing here. So let me do this, copy, and then we'll get started here in just one more minute. And the room code for me, room code. All right, so now it seems like twice now the sound has thrown me for a loop. So these live streams are fairly tricky to pull off because you got to make sure the camera's on, that the screen is the only thing being shown, or at least the screen that you want to be seen. And then if you're messing with multiple inputs, you got to make sure all the inputs are connected and then turned on. So now I'm just going to make sure we got sound by going to the video on my phone. Shown, or at least the screen that you want to. We are good. And I've got the chat up on my phone, so if people communicate, I'll be able to see it, and I always try to respond as quickly as I can. All right, so Pinochle today. I've only been playing this game for a couple weeks, and I'm going to be doing a how to play video for that this week. It will debut on Saturday. Pinochle is an American game that is heavily influenced by a German game known as Pinochle, and Pinochle is a iteration of a French game, I believe, called Basique. So this is originally a two-player trick-taking game that I guess over time people just kind of decided that the four-player version is the best way to play it, but it was originally a two-player trick-taker, or at least that was its intended design, I do believe. So we have this French game, Basique, and then as it spread, there are different iterations of that game depending on the country. There's another one called Fildinsky, or a Polish Basique, that I'm going to be covering. Even though it's not a German game, it's still related, and it's interesting because with Pinochle you make the melds in the beginning, but with Fildinsky you're making the melds as you collect the tricks, and you have to kind of commit to the meld you want to make. Yes. So, Pinochle, today we're going to be playing with all the, I believe, standard rules. So there's not going to be anything funky in here. I am not very good at bidding for this. Looks like we got T. T in the chat says Pinochle the Pinnacle, and that's actually a comment that someone else made on my community post, is that Pinochle is the king of trick takers, and it's definitely unique, and it definitely stands on its own 2 feet as a trick taker. I haven't played the 2-player version yet. I would really like to. I cannot find an app or a good website to play it on. You typically have to, I guess, play Basique, but I think there's a little bit of a difference in the rules. So let's go ahead and get going. I'll kind of talk about how this works as we go. I still got my summer theme here with the watermelon cards. I'm going to be getting that changed over to fall leaves here. So bidding starts at 250. Now there's 250 points available in the tricks, in the trick play. So 250 is the minimum bid, and you can change that in the settings. I don't think you should, because that'll make it way too easy. The only options are to go lower. So there's 250 points available in trick play. You're trying to collect aces, tens, and kings. Those are the only cards worth points during the trick phase. Before that, though, we will have a meld phase, where after trump is set, each player is able to declare melds from their hand and then earn points for that too. And that goes into your bid. So my partner, Antoine, says they can get 250 points. That means from their melds at the beginning of the game plus the tricks they capture. 250 is an easy bid. Both my opponents have passed. So I'm not going to raise the bid, obviously. My partner's going for the easiest bid possible, and I'm going to help him do that. And there are all kinds of melds you can make. There are 3 levels, and I believe you can make melds. Melds that you can make in the lower level can also be made in a higher level. But you can't go backwards, if I'm not mistaken. I still haven't figured that part out yet 100% because I haven't had a real teacher. I'm just learning from this app, and the app takes care of all the meld building for you. So you'll see that here in a moment after the bidding phase. They'll go through and just automatically figure up all the melds. Now here at the bottom of the screen, this is on Trickster. Here on the bottom of the screen, we've got the points you're going to earn through melds as it stands, I think. No. Let's see here. 10. Okay. 10 of diamonds. So I'm wrong. This is the point value for the cards during the trick play that are in my hand. That's not true. This is for melds. Ace of spades. So I have, right now, my 10 of hearts is worth 10 points. These 2 aces are each worth 10 points. The 10 of spades is worth 10 points. The ace of clubs would be worth 10 points in trick play. And the king of clubs would be worth 10 points in trick play.
Seen.
Oh shoot.
And then if you're messing with,
let's get my volume down. So right now I'm just going to pass. Let's get on to the meld phase so you can see what that's all about. So right now clubs has been called trump. All I have is the ace and the king of clubs. Now I believe you want to give your best cards to your partner if they won the bid. So in this game, the bid winning team gets to do a card exchange. My partner has won the bid, so I want to definitely send him my trump cards. The ace and the king, those are both point trump cards. They're about worthless in my hand, but they'll be dangerous in his. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and give him these aces of spades. I'm giving him all my good cards, and he's probably going to send me his losers. Losers are cards that are not worth any points for the trick, or cards that are going to help him with his melds. So hopefully he uses all those aces for a really good meld. So I was given non-trump cards, and they're all point cards, it looks like, except for that jack. All right, so he had a nice run there, a trump run. That was like 100 and some points. The other team, I got 0 in meld points, but that's okay because we're already over halfway to our bid. Okay, now this is a must-follow game. So clubs is led, so I need to play a club if I have it. I don't have any, so I'm going to take this opportunity to give my partner a point card. And actually, I'm going to try to make myself short-suited. I don't know what his heart situation is, so I'm going to give him these. He gave me these spades, so I'm going to go ahead and give him the 10 here. Pinochle is a must-win game, so if you can, you must win the trick. You got to head the trick is what it's called. There we go. Getting this back into place. All right. So yeah. Oh, he had the other ace as well. So I'm going to go ahead and throw him this 10 points too. So you'll see this trick is worth 30. Oh, it didn't give us the points. All right. Another trump. So I'm going to go ahead and give him this 10 of diamonds. So that's 10, 20 point trick. That's not telling me the point total for the trick. That's interesting. All right, so ace of diamonds, very good. Doesn't nines and jacks are worth nothing, so it doesn't matter. Maybe the jack could come in later to win a trick, but very good, very good. We are dominating. Here's the king, so that's 10, 20, 30 points. So nothing left in my hand is worth any points. So it's all junk. So I'm gonna just throw out the jack there. Yep. At this point, any points that the opposite team collects will go to their total score, but they can't set us. So it doesn't really matter what they collect. We've met our bid. We've got a pretty decent lead. Ooh, Antoine coming in with the trump. Again, it's must trump. Oh yeah. And we got the rest. Wow, that was a great first start. Pardon me. So this game is played to 1,500 points. Wowza. So at this point, I'm sitting pretty strong in diamonds. Now, from what I've read, you want to bid based on assuming your partner is going to be able to give you what you need. You want to bid aggressively without overbidding, obviously. But yeah, at 250, we're probably going to climb up to 300 real quick, but I'm going to go ahead and just play that little game. His partner overbid him. What I like to do is drive the bid up to a point where it might be very difficult. So I went 330. See, I'm sitting very low in these two suits. And I gotta hope my partner can give me another ace and preferably another 10. Jack, Queen, King, 10, ace. I've got to run in the trump suit. I'm going to go for it. So I'd have to get, I think we're out of point. Man, 350, huh? Let's see. If they go to 370, I'm not doing it. They went to 370. This is a good hand. I'm going to try. If they go to 390, I'm definitely done. The bidding goes all the way up to 990. All right, I'm passing. If they can get 390 out of this, then they've got a far better hand than me. Shoot, they went hearts. I'm going to get 30 points. 200. They had 4 different aces. That's a big one. That's a 100-point meld. And a Pinochle. So I had 30 for a marriage and the 9 of trump. This is no good. Looks like we got 5 people. 5 people watching. Hope I'm giving you a good show here. Not really knowing how. I drove that bid up as far as I was comfortable because I didn't want to get stuck with the 400-point bid because there's no way I'm getting that. So I think the rule is if you can't follow suit, you must trump if you have it. So let's see if I can dodge giving him any points. So that's 20-point trick. So they're showing the points here. I don't know why they didn't show the points. I'm taking it. See, must trump. I didn't even have the option. 20 points for us. Oh, the points are buried by the cards. Interesting. All right, well, I'm just going to run the show with diamonds and hope that they have to follow. Okay. They threw a jack. So there's 2 of every card. we've seen one of the jacks. We've seen both of the nines. I have the queen. There's still one queen out there. And there's still another ace out there. And then there's two kings. And here's where I'm not quite sure what to do. Because if I throw out my 10, my opponent might have the ace of diamonds. And take the trick from me. But if I don't try to continue to control the lead, they're just going to keep racking up the points. And they're going to collect my powerful suit. Because I can't follow anyway. So let's see what my partner's got. Yikes. That's no good. So, there's the ace. So I will... I think that means I have the rest of the diamonds. Now I have the rest of the diamonds. There we go, Antoine. That was a big one. That was good. That was good. They need 100 more points. I think... Well, you know what? Let's do this. All right. 20. Oh, that's not what I wanted to see. I've got 30 points in my hand still. And if I can keep them from getting it. Come on, trumpet. They need... I have 30. There's 40. Oh, we're getting close. So 10, 20, 30. They're at 350. They need 40 more points. And then they got 50. Oh, man. So that... And we still... Wow. We're doing well. We're doing well. We still got almost 200. That was a big round for them, though. Okay. Yikes. To me, this seems like a great supporting hand. Sean Ross says Q. Queen? I'm not sure what that means. Shoot. All right, I'm passing. What do you mean? Queen? Queen? Good to see Sean in the chat. I'm loving this game. Cole's got no meld. Antoine's got 30. It's an easy bid for them. 260. I probably should have tried to drive it up. I keep forgetting the chat's going to be a little bit behind where I'm actually at in the game. So I got to kind of think about what. All right, clubs is trump. I'm sitting pretty good. I wonder if you guys are getting a hum. Queen of Diamonds lead would have been good. Oh, okay. Clubs is trump. I'm sitting pretty good. All right, sounds good. All right. I got 20, 30 from that one. They're definitely going to hit their bid, but we need to hit as many points as we can to keep our lead. Dang. The Queen of Diamonds lead would have been good. Shucks. I guess oh man, I'm having a... I would love to know how he saw that. Because I just have a tough time. I have a tough enough time tracking a euchre deck, let alone a pinochle deck. If the Queen of Diamonds. Well, I don't know. I guess I'll have to go back and watch. So Cole's got this. I have to give him some points. I always joke with Sean that he's my coach. So thanks, coach. You're always in my corner. Looks like they are definitely getting their bid. Oh, but this one's mine. 20 points for us. Okay, now I'm going to run the show a little bit here. Not for long. Shucks. Alright, we still got 100. Now we're behind. That's okay. This game is closer than what I thought it was going to be. Okay. My diamonds. I got myself an ace and spades. I can short suit myself and get rid of the king of hearts. You want to get rid of the losers. I'll start the bidding at 250. Why not? My partner passes. It's already up to 300. They're trying to outbid each other. 330. I mean, I would go diamonds with Trump. They can't have that great of a spade hand. Well, they could have tens and... I'll push it a little further. Pass. Pass. Okay. 340. All right. Diamonds. Oh. And I gotta send him my losers. Okay, I'm definitely short suiting myself of hearts. Now I'm going to be sending my partner a point card that hopefully I can get. This is going to be rough. I only got 40 points in Meld, so I... 250. Yikes. Well, we're set. Because, if I'm not mistaken, there's only 250 points in trick play. Yeah, see? Oh, well. That just cost us our... Whew! Yeah. Alright, well, hard lesson learned there. I needed more melds. Which, I don't know all the melds. And I don't know how to use this. Right now, I don't have very many points at all. So I gotta pass. 250, 260, he wants to call it. I'm gonna drive him up. 290, 300. So they have at least 100 points in melds. I'll pass. Man, this game's tough. This game is tough. And I got nothing. Jack Queen is nothing. Oh my goodness. Okay. Nothing for me. This is not going to be good. So I wonder, in that last hand when I got set, I almost think I dismantled a Meld by giving him those jacks. I don't know. I think the hardest part about this game is, obviously, it's the bidding. I mean, you've got to understand how the melds work because that factors into your bid. There's only 250 points available during trick play. That's mine. Can I get some diamonds? Can I get some clubs? No. This game is stressing me out. All right, diamonds or spades. My partner's got it, and I'm gonna give my partner some points. There's 20. That'll do it. Here, have some more points. Not what I wanted to see there. Okay, they got the rest. They got 90, so they made their bid. They are closing in on the victory. That is for sure. Got some people dropping out. That's all right. I know we're getting to the end of lunch hour for us Eastern time zone people. Okay. So down here at the bottom of the screen, you get your melds. So I've got 30 melds and I got 30 points. I got the 9 of trump. If clubs is called trump, I'll get 10 points for that 9. And then I've got... Okay, yeah, if clubs is called trump, I'll have a common marriage and a 9 of clubs. So that's not that great. If diamonds is called trump, right now I have a 40. I have a royal marriage for 40. I just don't think I'm set up to do anything here. And then if spades is called trump, the only meld I have is the common marriage. Same with hearts. Yeah, I think I have to pass. So, yeah, with a 250 bid, they're bound to just... They're going to have half their points before the round even starts. And... Jeez, ow. So a Pinochle is a queen and a jack. But I think it's just the queen of spades and the jack of diamonds. Which is interesting. I don't know where that came from. Well, I'm getting a couple tricks here. So I've got all the aces. I think the best meld you can have is all 8 aces. I think that's 1,000 points. Alright, well, they're not leading trump again. 30-point meld. They're already past their bid. Yeah, alright. I'll give my partner some points. So now all we're trying to do is survive, because they only need... They need less than 400 points to win the game. So we got to keep them from that and try to survive one more round. Yikes. I'll take this. No, I won't. Oh, man. This is going to be a hard teach, for sure. Because I have got to... I got to spend the week really studying this game. Took that one. Alright, let's take some trump. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's still some 10s out there, so I'm going to switch to this ace. Just trying to stay alive at this point. Oh, cool. I'll take that. No, I won't. 10s are higher. They got the rest. They win. 1570. That is the game. Oh, Mika's in. All right. How long have you been in, Mika? Let's play again. Let's play again. And this will be the last game. It took about 30 minutes to do a game. So, I'm ready to start. Mika's in the house. There we go. Rocking and rolling. Oh, I got some help here from the coach. Count your winners. Winners, 20 is minimum bid. Winners plus 20 is minimum bid. Winners times 200. Then add melds. Yikes. All right. Okay. Okay. Now I feel like I have a hand I can do something with here. Check this out. If clubs are called trump, I will have 110 points in melds. But the bid's already at 370. Mika, what are you doing here? You come in and you're pushing me around already? It's our first game together. 370. So 110 plus 250. I would need some good clubs from my partner. I knew this was going to be hard, but I didn't expect to choose from an Excel sheet to bid. Well, you're using an Excel sheet? Oh my gosh. You know what? Fine. Let's see how. Okay. Well, let's hope for some clubs from my partner. Yeah! Both aces, buddy. 220 points. Okay. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. All right, I'm going to get myself shorts. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You can click. Oh, it tells you everything. You don't have to know anything. Okay, so I don't want to get rid of my Jack of Diamonds because I got a Pinochle meld. Okay. Okay, get rid of you. Oh, yeah. No, keep that. Keep my queen. I knew it. I think that's what I've been doing all along. I've been dismantling my melds. So I'm going to get rid of the 9, Jack, Queen, and the 10, I guess. 9, Jack, Queen, 10. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Boom. So I got 2. We're already over halfway to our bid. I hope you're still watching, Sean, because this is going to be my round. 80 points for my partner. Holy smokes. You don't have to know anything. That's right. That's right. I didn't. Who would have thought that all the secrets of Pinochle were right there, unlocked at the bottom of the screen? Holy smokes! I am running this table. This is going to be a 500 point. Well, maybe. Let's go. I'm going to get the first 4 tricks. That's for sure. Did I already see the king? Did I miss the king? I wasn't paying attention. I think I already did. And there goes a queen. So this queen's good. There's the king. So this king's good. And my queen's good. And my jack's good. And my 9's good. I hope you're watching, Coach. And I don't recall. Well, I mean, at this point, I might as well go for it. See if my partner has the ace. Nope. They sure don't. Oh, both aces to them. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I lost. They're allowed to have a few points, I suppose. That was a good hand. Oh, man, I'm stressing out. Okay. Whew. We still got 170 out of the deal. I don't know how I feel about that. All right. I knew it. I knew it. I was just saying I was dismantling my melds when I would exchange with my partner. I guarantee you that I've been doing that for the past 2 weeks. I get 40 points in hearts. I got an ace, king, queen. My club suit's looking pretty good, though. I'll start the bid at 250. Gotta save some trumps when you run them dry. Yeah, that's true. I should have held on to a couple. Whoa, I took it for 250, and I feel like I'm going to get absolutely hosed here. Well, let's go. Let's go clubs. I know it's not my best for melding, but I think it'll be better for the trick play. Okay, that'll work. Now, what are my melds here? So I can get rid of the diamonds and these jacks. And that jack. So 70, so I'm a fourth of the way there almost. Otherwise they dish their lows. Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't have used up all my trumps. I should have waited. I think the correct thing would have been, let's say I had 3 offsuit cards. I should have worked my trump suit down to 3 and then thrown off, let them lead, and then take it back. Or I should have made myself short-suited with my offsuit cards. And I probably could have done that by leading one of them. So, yeah, you're right. I got too greedy. Too greedy. Okay. I'm sitting pretty good. I mean, I got 1, 2, 3. I got 5 aces. And there's spades out there. I don't know. Let's go here. Well, do I run trump down first? Because they're going to have those 10s. Let's go spades. I already know I shouldn't be doing that. I'll sprinkle it around a little bit. Here's ace. There's the other ace. So that's good. Let's go clubs. My partner's giving me points. What was that trick? Spades from my partner. So let me throw this ace. He might be able to trump it. No, okay. That's alright. I'll get it back. Unless they throw a heart. What you gonna do, Mika? Mika's back for revenge. After that hearts incident last week. There we go. We're at 190. Wait. Yeah, there was 10, 20 points in that. Yeah, I guess I'll do this. Alright, so Amy has trump left. And I don't recall seeing the 10s. Okay, I'm going to throw out some junk. A loser, as they call it. I need 40 more points, and I've got 10. Oh, man. I think I screwed up. I need 40 more points. I've got 20 in my hand. Oh, no. Oh, man. Well, I ruined it. I screwed it up. I don't know. Okay. Hearts is 50. Mika's lost. That's all right. Me too, man. Me too. Me too. Okay. So I got 50 points in melds. Can I count on my partner to keep the bid going? We've got a... Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Okay. For 410 points. Gosh, Dad, I cannot believe I messed up a 250 point bid. This is so ridiculous. And now I gotta pick, like, what? I guess I'll do that. Did I screw up my melds without thinking? Yikes. Just gave me a bunch of 10s. Okay. 140 points, so we're a little fourth of the way there. Man, this game's hard. But this is what I want to... lean on my partner for this round. But I think that's the nature of learning to play a game for the first time. I think I'll give him the king. You just kind of ride. You're just along for the ride until you can learn the ropes. You're just along for the ride. And I mean, Mika's learning too, so we're both kind of in the same boat here. And as soon as, so here I got to pick. Do I give my partner points, or do I hold on to my high cards to be able to take control? But I can't. I'm giving him points. Here, have some more points. We gotta. Yeah, you're right. I mean, the bid. I'm right. The bid is more important. Meeting the bid is more important. So 300. We got 110 to go, and I only have 10 points in my hand. So. Oh, yikes. I'm hoping... Oh, man. We need 110 more points. I don't think we're getting it. 60. We missed our bid. Set. Yikes. Grease it. Grease it. What is all of this code talk? Come on, coach. Grease it. Grease it. Grease it. Does that mean put the points in the trick? Alright, my diamonds are looking pretty good. But I only have a marriage meld if I do that. But that's the worst meld suit to call. But it's my strongest hand suit. I'm going 260. Add points to Trickster. That's I got it. I knew it. I got it. I got you. I grease it. Grease the palms, you know. Give them the points. Make it. Well, I'm going to drive the bid up at least between these two hooligans. Mika passes. I'm already in the negatives. So aside from dragging this game on, 250, 20 points in melds, I got to pass. Mika's got to pass. Some cards. So I'm going to be... The session's going to end at 1:30. Unless... Yikes. Nice. 40 jacks all around. Unless the game's super close. So we got about 15 more minutes. For anyone following along with the channel, the official Riffle, Shuffle, and Roll website is up and running. riffleshuffleandroll.com. And there you will find our original games. And there's certain fundamental things that go into the games for Riffle, Shuffle, and Roll. First and foremost is the games need to be able to be played with regular playing cards. I think the commercial market is very, very saturated. There are more games, I think, consecutively every year. There are more games available, but there are not necessarily a growing number of people buying them. I don't have the hard data for that, but that is based on the anecdotal, Google Trends research and stuff like that. Fewer people are searching for board games, but more board games are becoming available. And I think sales are fine. I mean, especially during this past year, sales seem to be doing fine. I mean, rising tide raises all ships. So, like, the best barometer for the industry are companies like Wizards of the Coast, who had their best year ever last year. But I don't think that is necessarily a good bearing for the entire industry, because that is a very niche. The CCG world is kind of its own beast. So just because it's doing good doesn't necessarily mean that all aspects of the hobby game market is going to do very well. But, I think culturally, games are very, very popular. Board games are very, very popular. The board game aisles at Walmart, Meijer, Target, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million. I mean, it's just, there are more. We might actually set them. There are more. We might actually set them. 130 at the 250. Well, of the points available. And this is where I stop my run, I think. But with all that being said, acknowledging that the board game industry is doing very well, but I think that there's room for more development within existing game systems without having to produce a whole new thing, like without reinventing the wheel. So we've got 52 card decks, the standard 52 card deck, that there are countless games to play with it, and there's new games being made for it all the time. You've got the Rook deck. That's just here in the States. 52 card pack and the Rook deck. Beyond that, you've got the Tarot deck, which is a very unique card system all on its own. 90 points in hearts. Ooh. So 90 times 2. Let's go spades. I'm going to go spades. Yeah, this game is just going to stretch. I want to call Trump. There we go. We're going spades. But anyways, I think there's room for more game development within the pre-existing system. I have 500 points in Meld. Holy smokes. All right, let's not screw up. That is freaking awesome. Double Pinochle for 300, a Trump suited run for 150. So all I really have to get rid of is the 9, Queen, Queen, 10. Okay, so 9, Queen, Queen, 10. I've already met my bid just based on Melds alone. That's right, baby. Well, anyways, there's plenty of room for development within the pre-existing systems that do not cost to be manufactured, because most people already have these things lying around. And the Rook deck, although it is kind of a proprietary deck all on its own, Mika's reaction, yes. The Rook deck is still just a $5 purchase, much like a regular deck of cards. And its makeup, although similar to a standard deck of cards, the point cards within it does make it unique, and the fact that it goes to 15, 14, oh shucks, I don't remember now, but it's a bigger deck, and it's got points assigned to certain cards, which is nice to have that on the card. So that's what we're going to do with Ruffle, Shuffle, and Roll. I want games that can be played with pre-existing systems, with systems that people most likely already have in their house. Shipping is a nightmare right now. The cost of shipping, especially to foreign countries, is terrible. Come on, show me a king. Show me a king. Show me a king. Where's the king? There's the king. Okay. Okay, here's where I'm going to stop with Trump. And I am going to make myself short-suited in clubs. They're going to get a few points, and that's fine. Daggone it. Well, they're not getting the last 4 tricks. So, they're... Daggone it. There we go. There we go. My partner's got it back. I'm going to play this queen, just in case. Yeah, okay. Holy smokes. 10, 20, 30. It's a 700-point hand? $740 points. And if I wouldn't have screwed up, we'd be over 1,000. Woo! Got about 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left. Can we get this game won? I'm going to pass. I'm going to play it safe this round. So, if you go to riffleshuffleandroll.com right now, there are 3 games available. Oh wait, I want to pass some good cards. So ace, have the ace, have the king, have the ace, have the king. Yeah, that's going to make me 2 suit. He'll probably... The first was my first design, Cupid. And that is played with a stripped down deck, 2 suits only. A cribbage board helps. It's thematic, but the theme is light. And I think it helps you remember the special card features. The second game is a little game called Mad Jack, which uses a euchre deck, a prize, kind of a dummy ham that acts as a prize per trick. Add points to tricks for your partner. That's right. That's right. I sent him everything that I could. So ace of hearts, 9 of hearts, give him the king. Boom. Yeah, Mad Jack's done by Bram Tebbit. If you follow the channel and you've seen Ricochet, that was his solitaire game. Excellent solitaire game. If you like Pyramid, if you like the Pyramid solitaire game, or Tri-Peaks, you will enjoy Ricochet more, in my opinion, because there's more decision making to be had. Here, have some more points, partner. The third game is 9-9, which, just due to its simplicity, is the first one that I published on the channel. Now, if you go into the channel, you'll see that there is a Riffle, Shuffle, and Roll original playlist with some other games that aren't quite as good, in my opinion. I think they're all solitaire games. Baseball could be played with 2 players, but that game is 100% luck-based, which I justified with the fact that a good hitter in baseball only bats .250. So, like, a good batter hits the ball a quarter of the time, 25% of the time. Most batters don't. It's less than 25%. It's like 18%, 15%. So I think there's something there with that particular game, but for now, the focus is on developing good, fresh ideas that use old systems or systems that are already lying around the house. So if that's something up your alley, I think you might want to check out the website and stay posted on those games' development. Mad Jack is still very much in beta, meaning it is open to some big changes. There are a few details about the game that are going to be changed here. The official document on the website shows the first big version. Yes, we got our bid. All right, the first major iteration of the game. But I think there are some good changes coming that will help kind of bring that game out of beta and into more of a finalized form. Cupid is done. Cupid is done. If you've got, you can use a scoring app like Magic the Gathering's scoring app to help with that because it's a running total and you're keeping score every trick. But a cribbage board works just as good. And honestly, I don't know how to play cribbage. It's on the list of things to learn. But a cribbage board is something you're going to want to have as a standard way to keep score for a bunch of different games. And for all intents and purposes, 9-9 is done. I'll let you in on a little secret here. We are working on a 6-player rule set for 9-9 that essentially doubles the deck, and in the case that 2 of the same high card are played to the trick, the player who plays that card second wins the trick. So we are actually going to be test driving that this week, and unless there's any glaring issues, it's going to be mean, it's going to be chaotic, and it's going to be a cloud of dust for the first few tricks because anybody who's got a 9 is going to ditch it as soon as they can. And after all the 9s are gone and out of play and the dust has settled, people are going to be trying to win tricks with the remnants of their hand. I kind of compare it to like the first few tricks will be the apocalyptic event and the last few tricks will be after the fallout where people are just trying to make the best, do the best they can with what they have left after the melee. So I always like to compare this game to, 9-9 to like a Royal Rumble in wrestling, where it's just, there's 20 people in the ring and they're just trying to do the best they can. That's what the 6-player version is going to be like, for sure. So, if that works, then it's going to become an official part of the game. 9-9 was developed, even though it was originally developed as a 2-player game, it very quickly was determined that this works well with 3, and it needs to be a 3-player game. We're at 128, or 500 points from ending the game. I'm going to have to end this game a little early, most likely. It's so close, though. I don't want to hose Mika. All right, so I got 40 points in spades. Pass. Okay. Well, I'm going to go spades. I already have half of what I need almost, so. But yeah, that's where we're at. I mean, this is kind of, I always wanted these live plays to not only be a way to see the traditional games, the classics in action. Ooh, I don't want to screw up any melds. It's all spades, baby. But I wanted these live plays to be kind of like vlogs as well. Let's see what I get back here. All right. So 160. Definitely not winning that round. Yeah, I can't believe how. I do have another one coming for the website. It's probably going to be this week. It is not a game by Bram or myself. This is a game from somebody who has always been there in the background, helping with development, helping with playtesting. And honestly, this game's already out there if you can find it. But we're going to be giving it a home on Riffle, Shuffle, and Roll. Giving it the old Riffle, Shuffle treatment. So that means the rule document will be formatted to match the others. It already has its own PCIO room, but that will be made available. There will be a how-to video here on the channel. And then that particular designer will be added to the About as part of the crew. This game has already been put through its paces. So I know it is good. I know it is developed. I know that it plays well, and I'm excited to feature it. I don't think I'm going to get that ace. Man, I don't know what to do here now. That was probably silly. I should have thrown the 9. That was dumb. Yeah, I should have thrown a 9. Oh, well, I'll use it now. Oh, no, use the 10. Use the 10. Get the points. Use the 10, get the points. Alright, let's see if I can drive out the ace. Oh, I should have thrown the queen. There it is. So ultimately, for Riffle, Shuffle, and Roll games, I want each game to have the rest are mine. Cool. All right, we are 40 points from winning the game. So we're going to finish this bad boy. I mean, and last one for the win, you got it. I want every game to be playable with a pre-existing system, whether that's a standard deck of cards, a 52-pack, or a shortened deck from another country. If it can be played with a Spanish suited deck, then it can be played with a 52-card deck. That's been stripped. 300 from Mika. He's going big. And no matter what suit he picks, I have enough points in melds to win. So I'm going to pass. I have two common marriages for 40. I want every game on Riffle Shuffle Roll to be playable with a pre-existing system. I want, holy moly, I want every game to be available online to play. And right now, that means through PCIO, playing cards online. So playingcards.io, I'm sorry. And that's 40, maybe. So all we got to do now is keep them from getting 500 points. And eventually, it would be super cool if these games would be available on Board Game Arena or as an app, but that is, I think that's a ways off, because that's going to cost some money, it's going to cost some time to get all that together. In the meantime, the games will be playable with pre-existing system of cards. Also, working on a proprietary deck for each game. Most likely each game. But definitely at least the ones that I make. I know Bram's working on some really cool ideas for Mad Jack as far as altering your pre-existing deck. If you have a deck that you want to kind of make your own for that game. We might keep going with We might keep going with making an absolute proprietary deck for that game, meaning one you can buy maybe through drive-through cards. Yep, there's the game. All right. Well, let's see. Good game. Yeah, Mika says that this game is fun. Yeah, this game is a lot of fun. All right, well, that was my first live playthrough of Pinochle. I've only been playing for a couple weeks. We've got... I'm going to do at least 2 more games of this. And then at some point, I'll be switching over to... It's like a mix of poker, bidding, and trick-taking. Yeah. I'll be switching over to other games for Oktoberfest here. But Pinochle will be the focus at least through the rest of September. I am trying to find a way to play Schnapsen online live. My favorite way to play is on Donkey Cat app, which I have to use my phone to play. I think there's a Schnapsen.net, or there's a way to play on the computer. I just haven't messed with it yet. And that game's going to be, it's in German suits. Schnapsen, the Donkey Cat app is nice because you can change it to French suits. So it's a deck that I'm familiar with. And I'm pretty decent. I mean, my rating's not that great, but I don't really play consistently enough to keep my rating high. I just play a couple games here and there. And I think just kind of like euchre with Schnapsen, let's say if you can play 10 games a day consistently and then win 6 or 7 of those games every day, your rating is going to be pretty good. But I play like 1 or 2 games a day, and then if I lose both of them, then I'm at a 100% loss rate for the day. And I know that takes the rating down. I'm not giving myself the opportunity to get the reps in. So, Pinochle for the next few weeks. Something different after that, most likely Schnapsen. And I'm got a lot of content coming out this week. There's this Pinochle playthrough tonight or today. The Pinochle How to Play will come out Saturday. I've got Catching Farmers, Bauernfangen. Catching Farmers, an Austrian game, German-speaking people. They also celebrate Oktoberfest in Vienna. And Catching Farmers is coming out tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is a fun little trick taker that you can play for coins. You can play for a little money, or you can just play for points. I think you'll see a bit of a connection between that and 9-9, but 9-9 is a little more complex and a little meaner. And then we've got Bridge City Poker, which is not Oktoberfest related, but Bridge City Poker, the Kickstarter for that just launched today. I've got a how to play video for that on the channel. If you're into climbing games, you might want to check this out. So if you've played games like Haggis or Big 2 or King of, what was that one? There's so many. The climbing games are a genre where you're building a trick, but in order to play to the trick, you have to be able to beat the set of cards that was previously played, like the ones right before you. You can play melds like poker melds or rummy melds, and you're trying to get rid of all the cards from your hand. So it's not necessarily a trick-taking game. It's like a trick-building game where the way to win is shedding all of your cards. Bridge City Poker, I think, will make a nice kind of an entry-level into that genre, an entry-level game, because the melds are pretty simple, and then there are a large assortment of wild cards that you can add, and you don't add them all. I think that's a really neat idea. There are, I think, 27 wild cards, and you pick 5. So just based on that alone, if you just did 5 and then 5 different ones and then 5 different ones, you've got 5 completely different deck layouts for the game, plus 2 extra. That's not to mention all the different combinations of wild cards that you can create, because you can create 5, and then you can remove 1 and add a different one. That's a new combination. And then you can remove 1 and add a different one. And you can just, so I'm not going to do the math real quick off the top of my head, but there are a lot of potential deck constructions to play this game with, and I think that's a really cool idea. So that's out today. The link for the Kickstarter is in that video's description. So it's going to be a big week. Next week, I'm going to have a live play, 2 video how to plays at least, and some more Oktoberfest goodies in the community section. Little fun facts. We've got, my city's Oktoberfest is here in a couple weeks. It's at the end of September, and I'm looking forward to that. Doing that safely, of course. And I don't know. We got 6 days of summer left, so fall is close. Fall is closing in, but I am enjoying every bit of summer that I can, because that is my favorite season. All right, well, we still got 3 people in. I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching me play. Lost the first game, pulled this one out, so that's cool. Had a couple good hands, and I guess until next time, keep on playing, and I'll see you then. You guys take care. Bye-bye.